Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Richmond.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw here. Flush to his, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand, oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Hey, black 22!
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Reset.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 48 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reset. Target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Come back. Richmond.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Single. Come back. Target. Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back.
From the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. That goes for a gain of 31. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come back.
Watson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. This is Gordon on the dump off. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open.
I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
3-19! 3-19!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's third down. To throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DJ Reader in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of your playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw is Rivers. Caught by Allen. Got some room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 41 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
1st down, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Reset, reset, reset.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Reset, reset, reset.
Again, it's Foreman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Fights free at the 5. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Reset, reset, reset. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey. Hey.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now Foreman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's third down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
That's it. 380. Yeah, Rocky.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
390.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Rivers to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. Allen, the intended receiver. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams